All right, folks, welcome to another Sports Focus. I'm your host, John McNeil. We got some things to talk about. Once again, Mr. Civil and Mr. McIntosh. I like that. All right, that's a good way to do it this time.
Yeah, put lotion on his hands.
You know, but the elbows a little funky. But let's get right. You know, I always mess with Mr. McIntosh right quick. He just had to put me in my place right, just a little check mark. But let's start off with some baseball.
You ducked for that one.
I know baseball season started off and something bad happened to one of my favorite players, Don Baylor. Now, y'all heard about?
Yeah.
You heard about Mr. Baylor. He was doing the first pitch. Vladimir Guerrero was throwing out the pitch, and he was catching it. Broke his femur.
Ooh.
So I hope everything is good. I know he has some disease that weakens the bones. So he's a tough son of a gun. He's a tough, because he broke it, and he's sitting there, and he's like, he just got up. He tried to get up. They had to help him off because he couldn't put nothing on him. But I hope everything's good with Mr. Baylor. So like you, just standing.
Let's get to the next one.
All right. Something happened in the news that's sort of like got me like, whoa, Northwestern. Now, I understand it's the college, but it's only the football team that wants to unionize. How is this possible in college athletics?
What they're trying to do is they're trying to unionize the football team and the basketball teams, because they say they draw the most revenue into the college.
So it's about the money.
Yeah, it's about the money.
Oh.
And they try, they feel that they should be taken care of. They should be able to get a bigger stipend, or they feel that medical bills should be paid by the university.
Do you think that this will lead to the college players getting more money? They get money already, right?
If that's the case, that's going to cause college tuitions to go up. Mm-hmm. Unless they're going to use the money from, because there's not many schools that really make money off their sports. They make it more off their tuition. Mm-hmm. Unless certain schools, that
bigger schools.
The bigger schools, yeah.
They got football and all these other.
They got all the different sports.
Mr. Civil.
Well, where I said a college tuition at some of these Division I schools or these private schools, the semester is anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000 to $30,000, room and board. So you're getting a free college ride that your parents could not afford. So while your parents can't send you a little funds every month to get the things that you need, if I'm giving you a Division I education, it's not up to me to make you take the classes to make you succeed if football doesn't work out. If you want to take photography instead of taking something like history to become a teacher,
but
that's on you.
One of the biggest problems with the thing is the NCAA got these different things. So you can't get a part-time job where if your family couldn't afford it. So I understand partly why they say, give us a better stipend.
But athletes are the first to get the on-campus jobs. They're first in line.
No, they can't get. They can't for the summertime.
For on-campus
that's
work.
I didn't know that they're first in line.
They're first in line for on-campus work.
They for on-campus job.
Because you got to remember,
summertime when they got to do training stuff, they want them to train.
But you got to remember, they're inside the school and they're doing their training stuff. They're there. But like during the springtime, there isn't no condition or anything. You're on your own time. So you got time during the spring and you got time during the fall as
NCAA
school goes to an end.
Look
at it again. I'm not mistaken. They get first crack at on-campus work.
NCAA have different. Some of the guideline for the NCAA is so old and antiquated. This is why the biggest problem is the NCAA. That's why we're having this big problem.
But
they make so much money, instead of spreading this out evenly around other things, because they can afford to spend it to give to some of these schools so you can kind of balance out. NCAA just got all this money for themselves for what?
And remember, the more money that the school makes, the more scholarships that it has to offer.
Right.
Which means 4-year rides for all these star athletes.
Right.
So imagine a person who's going to medical school, who's going through college, and the student loans that they have to take out. But I'm letting you play football, and I'm paying for all this while you contributed to the school. So my thought is, the thousands of dollars that your parents don't have to pay that they can actually put to the side, why they can't send you something when you need it.
Well, true, I understand that.
So when you need money, mom and dad should be able to say, okay, since I don't have to pay.
If that family able to afford
This
it. But
sounds this is something that we are definitely gonna have to follow up on, and I know this is going to Congress and all that, and they want to get a ruling, but we gonna definitely get back on it because it seemed like you two got a little back and forth here.
okay, let's go to
Some
Desean
slapping
Jackson.
on,
Let's talk.
some slapping going on there. Who knows? You got the floor on this now. This is your guy, Desean Jackson. You've been saying for a minute now that you've been pretty much wanting him to shut up and hit the bricks, right?
Yes, I did.
So now they kicked him to the curb. Now, from what you understand, from what the media told us, he has affiliation with gangs,
Which he's denied.
and he's late to meetings, and he's letting his friends pretty much run his life. Do you think there's more to that?
Yeah, I think it's more that. I think some stuff is a smoke screen. Some of the stuff what they're talking about, the gang affiliation stuff and the low life, everybody got low life friends. Some of the stuff he did not make no sense. He want to pull out signs, taking a picture on a Twitter account. That's not a smart move. He's not using his brain. He's not a smart kid, I can tell you, even though he went to UCLA, but hey, UCLA, scholarship, okay, let's not even get into that. But some of the stuff he did don't make any sense. But the way they got rid of him, no, I didn't like it. I thought it was really wrong.
Do you think they should have traded him and got something for him? A 6th round, even a 7th round, just to trade him out of the conference.
Nobody wanted him.
Nobody wanted to pay his salary.
Pay salary.
And that's one of the biggest problem was his salary, his attitude. And I'm going to tell you, he had a bad attitude, and I knew he had bad. I have said it for a long time, he had bad attitude. Am I happy he gone? Yes.
But he gets to play. He's with the Redskins, and he's going to play you guys twice still.
Yeah, he going to, you know what? Good for
With
him.
RG3.
But the problem is, the thing right here, he went to Washington for 3 years for 24, 16,000 guaranteed, correct?
16 million guaranteed, yep.
Okay, so that means the next 2 years, $8 million apiece. So he get less money. When he could have went out to Oakland, but he wanted to set up vendetta, so that showed his immaturity right there.
I was thinking about that also.
Yeah.
The reason why he stayed on the East Coast is maybe he don't want to go back home because
The affiliations
his
become.
affiliations, they're closer now. So it's like, yo, you're home, homie, and let's do our thing. And maybe he wanted to stay out there.
He could have went to San Francisco. He could have went to
Still out there on the West Coast. He's denying,
Like
of
I
course
said,
he's going to deny. Who's going to just come out and say,
Still
yes,
out there
I
in
am?
San Francisco's still out there in the Bay Area, so
Like
he
I
still would have
said,
been.
It's by him coming and staying on the East Coast, which he could have went. He could have went to New England. New England wanted him.
How do you think the Redskins are going to fare now with Desean Jackson, Pierre Garçon? If
They have that on paper.
they got receivers, quarterback, and running back.
On paper, it looked fantastic. On
It sounds
paper,
like what they say about the
it
Cowboys.
sound like what Philadelphia looked like.
Looks great on paper.
It looked great on paper.
But now they got to put it
Attitudes.
on the field.
A lot of people
You
got to put their
attitude.
egos in check.
It's a lot of attitude right there.
We'll see.
You got brand new coach too.
His second year.
No, brand new coach, brand spanking new coach, head coach for the first time. And this right here look like Daniel Snyder off the back. I don't care.
Oh, that's right. Washington.
Because they picked
That's
up
right.
Andre Roberts up. They just re-signed Santana Holmes. They had I forgot Reed's first name. Reed.
Moss.
Moss.
Santana Moss.
So Santana Moss. They had Reed, who the tight end, he was really good. And you had Pierre Garçon. You had
Got a lot of weapons.
You had weapons already.
Got a lot of weapons.
Remember what the last time what Snyder did when he concentrated on one side of the ball, the other side suffered.
Albert Hayward. Well, that's that. Remember
Let's
they did
end
pick up
it
Patrick.
on that because we know how this table feels about the Deadskins anyway.
Yes.
Now let's move on to March Madness.
Oh.
I know everyone's Final Four is
Mine
done.
done.
I only have Florida in there. You got Florida?
I got Florida, but
We're the
I'm
only,
shocked.
and you're totally out.
I'm totally out.
I don't know what
Wisconsin.
the Asiatic brother.
Austin, he looking. You see, he got a hand up in there.
Austin?
Yeah, he did have Connecticut up to.
Oh yeah, UConn. All right, UConn. But let's. I just want to throw out there our ladies. The women Final Four is taking place. Stanford, Maryland, Notre Dame, and of course our Huskies. Now, I understand this is the first time also, right quick, this is the first time in NC2A history in the tournament that 2 undefeated teams have reached the Final Four with Notre Dame and UConn. So I know there's in the suspense, UConn, right? Yes. Women, UConn women?
Yeah.
UConn women all the way. Now, this shifted to the men's side.
Oh.
In the Final Four, you got Kentucky, Wisconsin, the Florida Gators, and, of course, our own Huskies. How you think UConn going to fare against Florida? Last time Florida lost was against UConn.
Yep. It's going to be a fast-paced game. It's going to be interesting, but it's going to come down to that last quarter and who controls the ball the best.
Turnovers.
Turnovers.
Who controls the ball?
They're going to be the thing back. Turnovers and fouls. That's going to control this game.
I'm hoping. First of all, I haven't watched any game, like a whole game, and I'm going to keep that up because I'm like, look, they've been pulling this miracle. I did not expect them to get this far. First 2 rounds, yes. After that, I'm loving it, and Kevin Alley is obviously doing a hell of a job.
But you know, AD talking about extending his contract now.
Already?
Already.
Oh, so what if next year they go have a losing record or something? I mean, what is that? Like a vote of confidence. You did it.
No. Well, you know what? Like I was reading up a thing and talk about how he got into UConn. Why he did? Because his mother told him, go back. Because everybody else would tell him, stay with Oklahoma. You can either be a coach, or they could put him in the front office. Mm-hmm. And the mother said, go back where you think. You see your family in Connecticut, go back there.
And it's paying off because look what's happening. This is amazing that our Huskies is that close to another championship. And wouldn't that be nice if the men and the women won again?
Yeah.
Again.
Would be nice.
And I don't think Connecticut really still get that love.
Okay, can we get back to Desean Jackson?
Wait, man, what you did? What's the Alzheimer's kicking in or something? No, we're talking about Desean Jackson, right? Oh! Oh, watch it. Watch it. I think it's brewing, folks. Before I came on, I received a little message on the back of my head, so that's why I'm like, y'all see some ducking going on. Y'all know what's about to happen. So you want to get back on Desean Jackson?
No, we ain't got to go back on.
You ain't got to go back to
Desean Jackson.
No.
You sure?
D-Jax.
Because D-Jax, right?
No.
D-Jax.
No.
I'm here for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
This like the penitentiary right here. This is whatever you want.
You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like.
Yeah, I realize dude have long arms. I could pop both of y'all at the same damn time.
Hey, we got you.
That's all right. I'll weigh you about 150,
That's
200
not a
pounds.
bad
Just
word.
lay on you. Just lay on you. Both of them just lay
Just
on
lean
you.
back.
I use
Lean
my
back.
son here to help me out.
No, he'll be too busy laughing.
That's right. All right, now.
But the guys, I think the guys will make it.
So you think UConn going to make it to the final?
I think they will.
It's gonna be an interesting game if they can play their style. They front court are believe in beating people up.
Yeah.
They can go with the physical game, and if they make it and play against Kentucky, I think they can beat Kentucky.
Hey, I'm saying, you know what? They can go all the way and win it. I ain't even worried about it.
You know what? No matter what, they win or not, to make it this point right here, after a year off of being banned off the tournament, to make this far with the players he have, which everybody really doubted what he could do, and the players, they have set a lot right there.
And I like that.
And
now,
you know next year they're going to form a union.
They might too. And I'm going to leave off on this. Another one candidate for my Jackass of the Year. This goes to the Texas Rangers fans who decided to trash a statue commemorating the death of one of the fans that fell 20 feet to his death. You're in the running for Jackass of the Year, you Texas Rangers fans. It was very despicable what they did. And you could take this, and you could take that. You make me sick. And you know what? I'm going to end it like that. I hate to leave y'all like that, but you know what? That was despicable what them people did.